My boyfriend got my little sister pregnant. Yeah, while we were dating. My little sister is 3 years younger than me, and we've always had a pretty tense relationship. And that's because she's always wanted to copy everything I do. And not just when she was really young, it still happens to this day. But she wasn't copying me in a way of like admiring me. She would copy me because she was in some kind of competition with me. Like whatever I did, she wanted to do it better. If I had an outfit, she wanted to wear the same one, but style it better. If I did an activity, she wanted to join the same one and be better at it than me. That's how it's been our entire life. And I very quickly noticed that when I started dating, she started flirting with all of my boyfriends, and not subtly. She'd be like, you know, imagine if we would have met first. Like, you probably would have been dating me. But obviously you can't because you're with my sister, but like, if you hadn't met her, right? That's weird. That's just so disrespectful. I would bring this up to her and tell her that it made me really uncomfortable and I thought that it was weird. She'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so dramatic. You're so jealous. And my parents would say the same thing. They're like, Kelsey, it's your little sister. What are you talking about? She's obviously joking. Sorry, I don't think that's funny. And I have a pretty good sense of humor, if I'm being honest. So it just got to the point that I stopped bringing the guys that I was dating around my family because it just wasn't worth the drama for me, which is really sad because I'm really close with my parents, but I knew that if we went to any family holidays, she was gonna be there and it was always gonna just start a fight. So I stayed away. Things changed when I started dating my most recent boyfriend because it started getting more serious. We were dating for over a year and I knew that I needed to bring him around my family because that's what you have to do. You know what I mean? Also, I stupidly thought that maybe somehow my sister had matured and wouldn't act up anymore, but I was wrong. The first time she met my boyfriend, one of the first things she said is she's like, oh my gosh, if Kels ever misbehaves or treats you wrong, just let me know. I'll fix it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I always have your back. I was like, this is weird. Like, this is just a weird conversation you're having. She was also just being really touchy with him, wanting to always sit by him, was grabbing his arm, laughing at all his jokes. She was flirting with him. Like, I know what flirting looks like, okay? And I know what her flirting looks like because she's my little sister and I've known her whole life. So I pull her aside and I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna do this, okay? We're not gonna continue to do this. I can't. I'm tired. You gotta just be normal and stop flirting with all my boyfriends. And again, she was like, oh my gosh, I did not realize how insecure you were. Like, it's actually really sad that I'm the younger sibling and I'm just so much more confident, so much more self-assured. Like, if you were acting like this with my boyfriends, I would not be upset at all. Okay, well, you've never had a boyfriend and there's a reason for that. I'm just gonna put that out there. About a month after this initial meeting, my little sister calls me and tells me that she has amazing news and that she's actually gonna be moving states and moving to the city that my boyfriend and I live in. Great. I was so excited for that. And not only was she moving to our city, she was going to move into the same apartment complex that we lived in. Even better for me. So she moves to our city, moves into our apartment complex, and suddenly she needs help with absolutely everything. She doesn't have a car, so she needs to be driven everywhere. She needs help having everything built. She needs help with all the moving stuff. And guess who she asks for all of it? Yeah, you're right. My boyfriend. Coincidental? I think not. And it got to the point that they were hanging out and I didn't even know they were hanging out. He would get home and I'd be like, where were you? And he was like, I was with your sister. I was helping her do X, Y, Z. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean you were with my sister? Why didn't you tell me? And he's like, oh, I didn't think it was a big deal. She just needed a favor. And so I went to help out. Like, she lives in our building. No, okay? He was making it seem like it was innocent. It wasn't innocent. It gets to the point that this is the biggest issue in our relationship. We're constantly arguing about it where I'm like, I want you to stop spending so much time with my sister because you already know the previous issues that are there. And he was like, it's your family. I'm just trying to be a good guy. I'm like, okay, sorry, your loyalty is to me and I'm asking you to establish this boundary and you won't do it and it's weird. And we were just going back and forth for weeks about it. Finally, one day, my little sister comes to my apartment while my boyfriend and I are watching a movie and she just looks so upset. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what is going on? And that's when she tells me that she is pregnant, which I'm shocked about because she just moved to the city. I didn't know she was dating anyone. The only guy that she's been hanging out with is my boyfriend. See, at the time I didn't put that together because I thought that there was no way that he would do that to me, but yeah, just wait. But the person who was even more shocked was my boyfriend. He looked like he was about to projectile vomit. I was like, wow, they obviously have gotten really close. He is really concerned about her. And that's when I start asking her, I was like, okay, who's the father? Whose baby are you having? And she gets really quiet. She's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to tell you. I was like, why are you being weird about this? And obviously we know why she was being weird about this. Then she starts looking at my boyfriend. She's like, I mean, like, are you going to tell her or am I? She fully came in here ready to expose him, and he had no idea. It was just all going down right there in my living room. So I look at him. He looks absolutely sick. I'm looking at her, and low-key, she's smirking a little bit. She's happy about this because, again, everything's a competition, and apparently she won. She took my man. That's what she wanted this whole time. And I look at him. I'm like, no, please tell me that she's lying. She's making this up. And he can't even get any words out. I can see it on his face that, yeah, it's him. He's the father of this baby. So I absolutely lose it. I'm like, what are you even talking about? And he has the audacity to say to me, well, I know I cheated, but I only half cheated because it's your sister. You shared DNA. So it's like, it's not as bad if I was cheating with someone else. It's like, it's half cheating. No, I'm sorry. What man logic is that? I cannot. It's way worse to cheat with somebody's sibling than with a stranger. So obviously I kick him out. I'm like, you have somewhere else to sleep in the exact same building. So don't even feel bad about it. I don't want to see your face ever again. I look at my sister. I'm like, I don't want to see your face ever again either. My ex-boyfriend is now texting me 24/7, apologizing, saying it was a mistake. It only happened once, which I don't believe based on how much time they spent together. And my family keeps texting me, it's your little sister. Give her grace. People make mistakes. So people make mistakes? That was not a mistake. That was a betrayal. Haven't heard anything from my little sister though. Not one text, not one apology, because she's not sorry. She very much planned for this to happen. I know it. And I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next, but let me know if y'all want to say.
Why are middle school boys literally so rude and have no consideration at all? So basically on Monday in gym class, we were playing kickball and it was my turn to kick. So basically the first time, like the pitcher, like he kind of gave me like a bad throw because like I was like right here and like the ball was coming towards me like kind of like more to the side. So it was really hard for me to kick it. But then like I got another try and I actually kicked it and it was like a pretty good kick, I'd say. I got to first base and second base, but then I couldn't get to third base because I got out. And then when I got out, it was like 3 outs already. So we had to switch and then we were on the team that were like on the field. And so basically my friend went up to me and she told me that a group of boys were laughing at me and making fun of me. They were all laughing at me and they're like, oh, this is why I hate my team. And then like one of them said I had a disease. They probably said even like more like worse things about me, but like my friend just didn't hear it. And like I just don't get why they would say I have a disease. Like, yeah, you can laugh at me if like my kick was not good, but like why do you have to like make up stuff about me? The thing that bothered me the most is that them saying I had like a disease, and I don't even know what they meant by that, but I feel like what they could have meant is like that since like I'm Asian, like they're probably saying like I had COVID or something. But what I feel like they also meant by disease is like I had a disease which like made me skinny or something. Like them just like making a comment about my body is just really weird, and like I'm literally insecure about that. I've literally never laughed at them or said anything about them when they were kicking, and like I don't get why they're laughing at me because literally sometimes they would miss the ball too and they had to get a second try. I think I was like the only one like they were laughing at and making fun of, but I could be wrong. And me and my friend were gonna like tell the school counselor, like we emailed her and like everything, but that day she was like kind of busy because like a school fight happened. And today I have gym class and we're playing kickball still, and like I'm just kind of scared because like I know no matter what I do, like they'll still try to find a way to make fun of me. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Fathom a set of words that would describe how stressful and torturous and humiliating Hoku season is. And that's coming from a little smarty pants, okay? I'm taking 4 AP classes, but unfortunately the biggest stressful part of my school year is freaking Hoku season. So I'm talking to this guy, right? And it's not like, oh my gosh, like you're so cute, I'm so in love with you talking. Like, no. We're like besties, but like not really besties. I cannot put it into words for you. We're like homeboys that always get shipped with each other. Like everyone at freaking school thinks we're talking or dating, and that's just not true. And honestly, this annoyed me so much because everyone freaking thinks I'm dating a dude that I'm not even like close with. Not close with, but just like not talking to. But I was thinking to myself and I was like, okay, like everyone already thinks we're dating, like might as well just be my Hoko date, right guys? Like, is that delusional? Because one time he asked if I was free for Hoko, like he asked if I was doing anything for Hoko, he asked if I had a date, so I was like, okay, like why doesn't he just ask me? He's asking me all these questions about Hoko, so I don't understand why he's not asking me then. It would take a lot of stress off of my back of finding a Hoko date if I could just go with one of my friends. In summer he couldn't go, but then he was like, oh, I'd be happy to go to our school Hoko with you though. So I was like, Oh, like, so now I'm getting a little excited because that means Hoko season will be like 20 times less stressful for me because I'll have my senior Hoko date and it doesn't have to be some weirdo. Like, this guy's actually pretty cute and he's fun to talk to, like, he's fun to hang out with, so I feel like it'd be a good night. It would be chill vibes. And so I'm checking in with him the next day to make sure he's not, like, joking, to make sure he's actually serious. And I was like, hey, like, are you going to Hoko with me or not? Like, let me know, else I can find someone else. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And he's like, I'll go with you, but on one condition. Actually, no, two conditions. Conditions? Do you think you're doing me a favor by going to Hoko with me? Like, okay, I want you to be my date. I don't want you to be my date that bad. You really think I'm that desperate? Why do you have conditions to go to Hoko with you? So I'm like, what? So he's like, one, I get to pick the color. No, we're wearing pink, and if you don't want to wear pink, you're not gonna be my date. Like, it's literally my senior Hoko. I'm not gonna pull up in freaking yellow or something. Actually, yellow is pretty cute. I'm wearing yellow right now. But I mean, like, I'm not picking a random ugly color. Hoko is in a month, and I already picked out my dress. Like, girl, what? I feel like a color isn't even that big of a deal for a guy, especially if they're just gonna wear a tie. Like, are you serious? So if that wasn't bad enough, he's like, okay, condition number 2, you have to make me a poster. No, that is not happening, and that is non-negotiable. And he's like, why not? Like, you're so lame. Like, oh my gosh, please. Like, are we serious? Not only do you want to pick my dress color, but you also want me to make you a poster? Are we serious? Who am I, a man? I'm all for feminism, okay? But if you wanted to be a woman, if you wanted to act like a girl, if I wanted to go with a girl for Hoko, I would have just been lesbian. But unfortunately, I like men, okay? Nothing against, you know, the gays and the girlies. Love you guys, but that's just not my cup of tea. I'm not interested in the same sex, but there's nothing wrong with that. Just not my thing. Literally, if I wanted this level of sass, I would have dated a woman, okay? But unfortunately, no, I wanted a man. Or at least I thought you were a man, but looks like you're a little boy. Anyway, so I don't think I have a Hoko date because no matter how much he tries to convince me, I'm most definitely not making a poster, okay? I've had a Hoko date in the past and he had no problem buying me flowers. He had no problem asking me to Hoko. He had no problem buying me chocolates. Let me know if I'm being dramatic, but I feel like that's such a big deal. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm sorry, but I'd rather go solo than have someone pick my dress color and on top of that, have me ask you to Hoko. No, the whole reason why I want to date is TikTok transitions and my IG posts, and most importantly, the Hoko ask. So I will update you guys if I get a Hoko date, but right now it's looking like a no. Oh, but Bella, you don't need a date. Like, you could just go with your friends. Like, it'll be so much fun. Just stop! No! I want a date. Gosh, like, it's literally my last year, and like, all I want to do is have cute transitions and have cute IG pictures, let a girl live. And yes, I could just have a chopped, desperate guy ask me and go with him, but unfortunately, you know, I actually want my date to be good looking. But apparently the good looking ones are a little bit sassy nowadays. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know if this is a valid crash up, but like, a Hoko ask in my dress color is a really big deal to me, okay? It's actually a big deal. Like, I'm not even joking. That's like a make it or break it deal. And on top of dates, don't even get me started on Hoko groups. You're telling me I have to find a set of friends, which one, I don't even have in the first place, that actually like each other? That's literally impossible. Everyone hates each other. I hate everyone. Everyone hates me. What? That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Nowadays, finding a group of 5 girls that actually like each other is like literal torture, and it's honestly mythical. I know this is supposed to be a motivational page, and I probably sound like freaking negative Nancy right now, but seriously, Hoko season just puts me in the absolute mood. It's so stressful for no reason. Like, it's not even that deep. It's a school dance, but like, it is that deep. Every single school dance I've ever been to, I've literally hated, yet somehow I keep coming back thinking it'll be better next year, and it never ends up being better next year, but I just don't want FOMO. Like, I go to Hoko knowing it's gonna be bad and knowing I'm not gonna have fun, but I just don't want to be like, oh, but like, I should have went. So currently, Hoko season isn't looking too great for me so far, but I do have my hair appointment set and my nail appointment set, so your girl is set. Your girl's gonna look beautiful no matter what happens, but currently it's looking like I have no Hoko group, no Hoko date, and I want to strangle myself. But it is a-okay, guys. Everything will work out how it's supposed to. Sometimes we want something that isn't actually for us, or something that we don't actually need, and that is a-okay, guys. God has a plan for me. You know, my life will sort out itself, but I'm just really hoping that that plan is a really cute Hoko date in the near future. But anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will update y'all on the Hoko lore because it is getting intense. But seriously, thank you guys so much for 400k. I love you guys.
Anyway, eye filter needs to go. Guys, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there is this new filter on... I'm not allowed to say it, I'll get shadow banned. Basically, you can tell it to like make a photo or like add something to one of your photos. So for example, last night I'm just doom scrolling, looking at Snap stories, whatever. One of my friends posts a picture of her with this really hot guy. I swipe up and I'm like, who is this? And then not even a few minutes later, one of my friends from home sends a picture of her and a guy, and not thinking anything of it. I'm like, oh my god, like, where is everyone finding these men? Because they're like stunning. Why am I still not? Besides the point. Well, it turns out they're stunning because it's literally AI. When I tell you, these look so real. If you have not seen this yet, please go look at it. It's like genuinely insane. One of my other friends sends me a picture and there's like a cop at his dorm room door. And I'm texting him and I'm like, oh my god, like what happened? Like what? Why is this cop at your? It is fully AI and it looks so real. So anyway, the moral of my story is this is actually fucking scary. Like the fact that AI can create pictures like that now is really terrifying. I'm not even trying to hate, like I use chat all the time. Literally my ride or die, like my therapist, my tutor, but I'm low-key scared. On the bright side, now when you get caught in a lie, you can literally just say it was AI because it fully could have been and they will never know. It's actually an excuse I use all the time. Like not in a bad way, but kind of. It's like fine. If the world is doomed, I'm at least gonna use it to my advantage. Is that wrong? I have bronzer blindness. It's really a problem that needs to be dealt with. But anyway, if you see a picture of your man with a girl and he tries to tell you that it's AI, just stay safe. Because it's a valid excuse now. On that note, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.